Hey. Bad weather, huh? Well, it was a good atmosphere for saying goodbye. You know, it's been a long time since we last spoke. You know, I've been trying to stay away from here. It's not as easy as I thought, though. I always end up back here, don't I? Hell, maybe this time is different. Finally, I'm gonna keep my promise to you. Leave you alone. Let you rest in peace. I won't bug you anymore. I know I should have done it years ago, though. So what? Bite me. I'll give you 3 Mississippi to decide. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. Boom. Your chance is gone. If you don't want to bite me, then at least congratulate me. You know what? Actually, I got that new offer. Yeah, from that company I've been dreaming about for so long. We used to talk about this, remember? You always told me that they'd regret passing me up. No more regrets now. Anyway, I'm moving to another country as they asked. Paperwork is finally done. House, car, everything. I couldn't take it away with me, so I sold it all. I couldn't just let it all disappear. So I gave some of our things to friends as a goodbye gift. Except our photos. I gave them all to your mom. She said it was the right thing to do and told me not to come back again. She's doing well with her life. Don't worry about her. Okay, back to me. All I gotta do is walk into the airport and check in. Sounds easy, doesn't it? If only that were simple. My friends asked me if I want a goodbye party or not, and no, I'm not a party person, so we just had dinner. I just invited a few of our friends. They said they might come visit me sometime. Make sure I'm still alive. Who knows? I shouldn't expect much from a bunch of assholes, right? Jesus Christ, why am I missing them already? Don't be jealous. Like, you are always the one I miss the most in the world. So tell me, how do I keep forgetting you? Yeah, I know you won't support this. You know, you tell me to move on as soon as possible, to live a new life. A life without you. However, it's hell to me. You know, sometimes I wish I could love you less and hate you more. Then maybe I could claw my way out of this hell. Get back to living. You know, sadly I failed though. Hey, but maybe that's okay. At least I know you're not in hell with me. You must be in heaven. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you. Think I'm gonna praise you? Nuh-uh. Not a chance. You have to come and collect the debt in my dreams. You've been missing from them for months. If you do, don't be surprised to find out how much I hate you deeply in my heart. I hate how easily you crashed into my life. You know, I was perfectly fine alone. And then you just winked, said your name, and everything changed. You invited me to have a walk. We talked about pretty much everything, and I don't know why I opened up. Maybe the warm hand you held out first. Like your tone, like that day's sunshine. Not like this cold and wet tombstone at all. It's so cold. It doesn't fit your name. You know, every time I touch there, I remember the day you slipped with your cold hand into my pocket. You know, our fingers locked together. My thumb brushed yours to come for you. That would never happen anymore. You know, no matter how hard I try, I can't recall a single feeling. You know, over time, your presence is slipping away, which makes me hate you more. You hate me too, right? Otherwise, how did I forget you little by little? You know, I got used to waking up with you beside me. We might have a simple morning kiss. Just lips touching lips. Since you left, I could only kiss the pillow. But nowadays, I even skipped kissing it. I just woke up and did nothing. All of our little habits are pretty much gone. I still have your number in my phone. However, you're not the very first person I want to reach out with when something happens now. Remember the alcohol problem I used to have since you left? I solved it. Kinda. No matter how drunk I am, I couldn't see or hear you in the illusion. Why would I keep doing it if I couldn't bring you back to my mind? The worst part is I stopped imagining what it would be like if you were still alive. Would we engage now? Would you go abroad with me? I should know the answer if I knew you well. Yet I'm no longer so sure. I'm sorry. I hate myself. I let you down, didn't I? I don't want to lie, but I felt relieved when I received that offer. Like I finally had an excuse to face the reality that you were gone. I'm sick of those years. You know, every time I came here, I'd comfort myself, maybe. Maybe you would jump out of there and say, ta-da, I finally got you. You know, I can't pretend that you're just hiding somewhere in the world I couldn't reach. Truth is, you left. You're gone. You're dead. And here lies my love. Not anyone else, but the one I loved so deep. I loved you, and I'm still loving you. No matter how many times I told myself to stop, I just fucking can't. Fucking rainy day. No, usually I'm not an emotional person. But whenever you're involved, everything changes for better or worse. Especially in such damp weather. All emotions are twisted together. Everything's in a mess. But except you. Please forgive me. If you can forgive me for this, then maybe you can forgive me for one more thing. I'm always greedy with you. You know me well, right? And I promise it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I know I'm losing the memory of you, but I would never forget the last words you said to me. Don't get stuck in the past. Go and live in another life. I've been ignoring what you said for years. I guess you only forgive me since you lying there quiet. You always were the forgiving type. So is today the day? I always say a rainy day is a goodbye day. I understand it now. Tell me if you agree with it. Fuck, what am I expecting? You know, I still hope you won't, being mad at me since I followed your word so late. I'll behave, I promise. I'll walk away like before, like no one looking back this time. So bless me. Let me go back in my life again. It's been frozen for years. I can't take you with me anymore. But the part of me that has been changed by you will stay with me forever. It'll be the last time I touch your tombstone. Your name. That perfect smile. Still so cold. I need to let you go, right? I need to let myself go. Alright. I'm gonna take my hand back and walk away now. Sleep well, my love.